Hey, I've noticed the word architecture being used rather casually lately. There's nothing wrong with hiring a drafting service or a designer. Drafting is a legitimate and necessary part of producing construction documents. But drafting and architecture are not interchangeable terms, and neither are modified and custom. Taking an existing floor plan, flipping it, moving a few things around, changing the garage orientation, and applying a different exterior style may produce a perfectly serviceable house. But that is not the same as beginning with a particular client, a particular piece of land, and a blank sheet of paper for a custom design. True custom design begins with asking questions. How do you want to live? How does the sun move across your property? Where are the best views? What does the topography allow? How should guests arrive? How will the house feel 10 or 20 years from now? The floor plan should emerge from those answers, not be pulled from a catalog or a library and adjusted until it almost fits. There's also a fundamental difference in how people within the construction industry value design. Some builders see design primarily as a means to an end, something that must be produced before construction can begin. Under that model, the goal is often to obtain drawings as quickly and inexpensively as possible so the real business, the construction, can move forward. But design is not merely an administrative step before the important work begins. Design determines the proportions, the circulation, natural light, relationship to the land, construction complexity, material efficiencies, long-term maintenance, and ultimately the character of the finished home. The least expensive design solution is rarely the least expensive solution overall. Poorly resolved plans create compromises in the field. Awkward roof lines increase construction costs. Uncoordinated details generate change orders later. Generic plans fail to take advantage of the actual site. Decisions made cheaply at the beginning can become very expensive once concrete is poured and framing is underway. Good architecture is not an obstacle to construction. It is what allows construction to produce something intentional rather than assembled. And words matter. Architect is not simply a more impressive word for someone who draws houses. It is a professional title tied to education, examination, licensure, continuing education, responsibility, and public accountability. A drafting service should be proud to call itself a drafting service. A builder using a previously developed plan set should be transparent about that process. There is nothing inherently wrong with either approach. The problem begins when repetition is marketed as originality. Modification is presented as a custom design, and drafting is presented as architecture, or design is treated as having no value beyond obtaining a permit to begin construction. Homeowners deserve to know what they are actually buying, how their home is being designed, and who is professionally responsible for creating it. An architect is not the only person capable of creating good design, but good design must be valued as more than a checkbox on the way to construction. The decisions made during design shape a home's performance, beauty, cost, livability, and durability throughout its entire lifespan. That's why I prefer to work with builders who recognize architecture as an integral part of their workflow, not an inconvenience to be minimized, and who respect both the design process and the architect responsible for it. Thank you.